1922, Nosferatu terrified audiences.
But in 2000, Willem Dafoe made us ask, what if that creepy dude was actually a real vampire?
I'm Juan.
And I'm Owen.
And this is Below the Spotlight. Today we sink our teeth into Shadow of the Vampire, a horror meta masterpiece where Dafoe turns Max Schreck into a fanged freak of method acting.
Is it a performance, a parody, or a fever dream with prosthetics and blood capsules?
With claws, hisses, and one hell of a stare.
Dafoe doesn't just play the monster, he becomes it.
So dim the lights, grab yourself some garlic, and let's watch Dafoe lose his mind below the spotlight. Welcome everybody to Below the Spotlight podcast.
Episode 3!
Episode 3. So hopefully you've been enjoying episode 1 and episode 2. And right now we're in a third installment of Willem Dafoe's amazing cinematography library.
Yeah.
Shadow of the Vampire, man.
Hit me with those facts, brother.
I got you. So Shadow of the Vampire was written by Stephen Katz. There was a director, his name was Elias Merhige, and producer, the one and only Nicolas Cage and Jeff Levine, which is kind of crazy. I didn't know Nicolas Cage actually.
He produced quite a lot of movies, I think. Nicolas Cage, producer, actor, Renaissance man. That's
pretty cool. So this movie actually released in December of 2000 in the United States. The budget for this film was $8 million. And funny, I don't know, the box office was only 11.2 million.
Just a surprise.
Yeah, like...
It has a pretty... it's widely accepted by general audiences.
Right. Which is kind of odd. I didn't really see anything as far as for why it didn't kind of like...
do as well.
Didn't even break even, but who knows, maybe it's just the 2000s or whatever. But we have an extensive cast here. So, one and only Willem Dafoe as Max Schreck or Nosferatu. We also have John Malkovich as Friedrich Wilhelm. We also have Carrie Elwes as Fritz. And my favorite one, and can we get a counter please for how many times this name appears in the freaking film? We have Udo Kier as Albin. And then we also have another main cast here, Catherine McCormack, which plays Greta Schroeder in the movie. So tell me about this movie, man. Tell us what's
Shadow of the Vampire. What is it about? So basically, there's this director, FW or Friedrich Wilhelm Murnau. And he is determined to make like the realest vampire movie possible. And at the time, they wanted to base it off the book of Dracula, but they couldn't. They weren't allowed to make a movie based off Dracula. So that's where Nosferatu came into play. So it's kind of like a fictional backstory to making Nosferatu, the 1922 film. So Murnau hires this mysterious actor, Max Schreck. Played by the one and only Willem Dafoe. And he's warning everyone. He's like, this guy, he's into it. Like, he's staying at the castle. He's living life as a vampire to play this role of Nosferatu.
Like, honestly, when I think this kind of like annoyed me a little bit in the movie because the director, Friedrich, he seemed to be very like obsessed.
He was
obsessed with the specific characters. I guess he had like a vision, which I also have some comments about how this movie is. Maybe we'll go down a little bit deeper once Owen explains what the movie is about. But he definitely has a passion.
Yeah.
This director has a passion. He wants legitness.
100% top to bottom legitness.
So if he wants peasants in a movie, he'll get peasants.
Yeah.
If he wants...
a cat.
He'll put a cat in there, bro.
A good one. So the cast and crew, they travel to this castle in Europe where Max Schreck is, or Nosferatu will be. The cast and crew kind of noticed, like, okay, this guy is pretty weird. Like, he's 100%. This actor is in it. And it kind of slowly kind of reveals itself like, okay, this guy is a little creepier than he should be. And he's doing a lot of vampiric things that led them to really question like what's going on. Some crew member died. And Schreck, the other castmate of the film within the film, he gets a cut and he like goes for him, like he tries to drink his blood, like he's like going crazy.
It's just full on, bro.
Yeah. So as the film progresses, it turns out that Murnau, the director, actually did hire a vampire. He found a vampire and he wanted him to play Nosferatu.
I got confused in that little part. I actually thought there was a scene where the director Frederick he goes to confront Nosferatu, Max Schreck, and there seemed to be some type of like power dynamic. I felt like he was the top one because I actually thought at one point Frederick actually knew Nosferatu was a vampire at one point. But then a little later on in the movie, I found out, oh wait, this homie didn't know he was an actual vampire. So I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, so the film in the movie, they kind of wrapped it up where Nosferatu, like at the end of that movie, he kind of takes the woman, and in Shadow of the Vampire, he actually like freaking goes crazy. Like he like murders people, like all the actors and whatnot.
Yeah.
So Murnau, like his obsession with just the realistic vampire movie just brought about pain and death.
Pain and death. Well, the good thing is with this one, Dafoe actually had screenplay like pretty much the whole movie,
yeah.
Which is great compared to the last two films that we watched. I would say his acting there was totally different.
Oh yeah.
From what I'm used to. I feel like it was very theatric. I don't know if there's a difference between theatrics and film acting.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because like now in my head I'm thinking about it like, oh, they're filming a movie within a movie.
Yeah.
So it makes sense why he's exaggerating.
Yeah, he is the way he was. And I do have a note on that.
Okay.
So as it turns out that due to the setting of the movie being in the 1920s and it being almost essentially a silent film, black and white silent film, he actually studied silent film acting techniques to really mirror the exaggeration and like the facial expressions and like that. So he actually studied that on purpose, and he actually evoked that in the film, which he brought up without knowing.
That's so crazy.
He's so like like he's
not your traditional vampire.
No, not at all. He's like a creepy old guy almost as a vampire, but that's kind of like what they're going for, I guess.
I also read in an interview where the prosthetics, I'm not sure if you have a note on that, but
I have a little bit, but go ahead.
Yeah, the prosthetics and stuff. I heard in an interview he mentioned that helped him get into character. The character, yeah. So the more he looked like the person, the less Dafoe he thought of himself.
Oh yeah.
And I guess that also helped him with portray Max Schreck
or Count Orlok.
The
vampire dude. Yeah. So on that note, I did want to say how much of the performance did we get from Dafoe, or how much of it was the prosthetics and makeup?
Oh man, prosthetics I didn't care.
Okay.
He already has a very not a crazy face, but
very like
unique.
Yeah,
a unique face. So even if he didn't have like the prosthetics, maybe like a bald cap, I think that would have sold it. He has a very big mouth for a vampire, but I feel the face expressions was key.
Yeah, it was very key. His acting, like just his face alone, which in every movie he always has like a face, like a meme face, a memorable face. So that's a big part of Dafoe as a whole.
What about you, man? Like, what do you think was?
Yeah, no, I think it was 100% Dafoe. It did help a little bit, like you said, like it helped him get into character. But that was all Dafoe. I will say, like, it does help getting into like making prosthetics. I did for Halloween dress up as Gru from Despicable Me, had a ball cap and everything.
What other prosthetics did you have?
I felt like him. Upcoming birthday party for my niece, we're gonna dress up, or we were planning on it. I was gonna be the Matrix guy.
Okay.
Morpheus.
Yeah.
So we need a ball cap, some
Ball
shades.
cap, shades.
Yeah.
Hey.
So some other notes. I mean, Nosferatu 1922 was a real film. Max Schreck was really the actor in that film, and it was kind of interesting. Kind of
I wish I should have seen that one. I didn't
Yeah.
know there was a
1922 version.
Yeah.
So we actually did see the 2025 version, 2024 version together.
It was this year.
I think it came out last year, but then we saw it this year. Like early in January.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So I did want to ask, like, whose Nosferatu did you like the most? I don't think we saw it in 1922, but like, comparing the recent one with the 2000 one.
Honestly, I feel when we first saw Nosferatu, we discussed the rating. We rated it pretty low at the beginning. We felt like, well, my criticism that it felt flat.
Yeah.
It wasn't as vampire mysterious as I wanted it to be because I didn't know what Nosferatu was.
Yeah. It was more of like a kind of artsy, like cinematography type of, like, you got to really appreciate like the camera work and things like that and the art of it. And we're kind of like meathead, like we're there for the vampires and the blood, and which we did get some. But.
Yeah. Honestly, after watching Shadow of the Vampire, it made me appreciate the actual Nosferatu. So now with watching that, because essentially what his goal is just to have his final nut. His final love affair thing before he casts away into hell or whatever, death, because he's an eternal being. So although I didn't get the emotionalness on Shadow of the Vampire, I got it from the actual Nosferatu movie. And funny enough, Willem Dafoe is in the Nosferatu. He's just he's not the vampire. He's
the doctor, or like a priest,
like the town skeptic, or something like that. What about you, man?
I really like this film.
Yeah.
And I think I like it better than Nosferatu 2024.
What?
It did make me appreciate it more. I think it was because it showed like the behind the scenes of like the filming and stuff like that.
Shadow of the Vampire?
Yeah, Shadow of the Vampire showed essentially it was like showing the filming of Nosferatu, like the 1922 version, but still like it made me appreciate like the making of filming and Nosferatu 2024, they worked hard on that, and like I could see the vision.
Yeah.
But I like this one better.
Oh, interesting. So we definitely do have like two different points of view. The Shadow of the Vampire just made me appreciate the actual story of Nosferatu for the future one. So I think I actually upped the grade for that one. So I'll give it 8 spotlights for the current Nosferatu.
Yeah.
I don't know if your grading will change.
It bumped up a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I forgot what we rated it. I would give it...
We were in the 7-ish range.
Yeah.
I think I'm an 8 for that one.
I don't know if I'm an 8. I'm like slightly lower than 8. I'm like a 7.9, maybe 7.8 spotlights. The 8th spotlight is flickering a little bit.
It's blinking.
Yeah, so it didn't quite bump it up too much for me. Honestly, this film, I think I liked the aesthetic of it too. Like they made you feel like, okay, it's like they're filming in the 1920s.
Yeah.
He intentionally made it like vintagey, grainy, kind of evoked that aesthetic of early cinema.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I like about like 2000 movies, like 1990s all the way to like 2010.
They have a look.
Right. It has some type of niche.
Yeah.
That it just feels very, for some reason to me, it feels very at home. Oh yeah, this is a movie that I can definitely rewatch. And actually, out of the two, this one is rewatchable for me.
Yeah, we actually put it on today because my wife didn't see it. So I watched about half of it before I had to go, but I was like, it's a great film. I love this film. I love it.
So I think the main thing that I took from the film was so like how you mentioned, like he studied silent film, which goes a long way with like expressions, because it was just mainly faces. I didn't really think he altered his voice that much.
No,
he just had like an accent.
He did have an accent, but he didn't like alter it. like noticeably.
There was no special sound effects as far as for like growling and stuff. It was all, I think it was all him.
Oh wow.
I think it was all him, so it sounded very natural and not, abnormal. He would just give like a little. I don't want to actually do it because I feel uncomfortable. But that was actually pretty good. It actually made me like chuckle a lot.
Yeah, it was funny. It was very campy, this movie. Like that's what I felt like. Like it really like a cult classic. Even though it was great and it was well received, like it had that kind of feel to it, like a niche type of feel.
Actually, funny notes on how he actually got casted. So the director, he knew that he wanted Dafoe to play the spotlight stealing role, specifically after he caught a glimpse of the actor's work with the theater outfit Wooster Group. So I guess that's the people that did like the costumes for Platoon. So Katz said that with Willem, he's a very tactile and very physical. He has a great deal of trust and faith in his own talent. So clearly, right off the bat, with his history, a lot of movie makers or directors or writers, Dafoe has this already like this portfolio that, you know what, if I'm gonna do a movie and I'm gonna cast this guy as my lead role, it's not gonna fail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is also kind of like, I tend to kind of question the box office amount. I'm like,
I'm surprised it didn't make as much money as you would expect.
Mm-hmm. So that's essentially how Katz decided to pick Dafoe as his leading role because of Platoon and his role there, which again, opposite roles there. From Platoon to this guy. So I guess I had like a question because clearly going out a little bit outside of Willem Dafoe's performance, the other performance that really caught my eye was the director. He clearly had an obsession for this film. And the way that he negotiated with Dafoe was actually kind of funny. I wish we kind of knew a little bit of the backstory on that, like how that first interaction went. When it comes, I feel like both of those characters, the director and Max Schreck, they had the obsession. So I think Willem Dafoe's obsession was, although he was, like a creature and abnormal or whatever, I think his was just loneliness,
he kind of
lust.
A little bit, yeah. I feel like he actually did kind of like want to carve out this acting role. I feel like he wanted to become an actor. Like,
oh, you thought so?
I kind of felt a little bit that, like,
because
at one point he was like, "Can I get some makeup too?"
Oh yeah,
and
he wanted to be part of it.
And like he was legit like in it,
I felt that kind of fucked up where they said, "No, you don't need."
Yeah, I mean, everyone's like, "What do you mean? Do you want makeup?" He clearly looks like he's a vampire in makeup already. Right. So I think that would have been a red flag for me. I'd be like, "What do you mean?" Like,
yeah, and I feel like with these kinds of movies, it's hard to act within and act as the character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's kind of double
acting,
double dipping.
He's acting as an actor who is acting as a vampire, but he's really a vampire.
He's acting as an actor who's acting as a vampire. I feel like when it comes to those types of roles, it's super challenging.
Oh yeah, because you gotta essentially play two characters, but it's like you almost have to make it seem like you're acting as well. Like you have to show that you're acting. Because you're playing an act. Oh man, we're getting deep.
It's too deep. Like Willem Dafoe already has just this package, dude, that I think it's easy for him to go. I mean, he did do like a little bit of studying from what Owen said, the silent films and stuff, but also the prosthetics as well. But what I wanted to lead with this question was, would you ever be this obsessive on anything if you were?
Oh my God.
Obsessive on an item? Like, are you obsessive to this type of degree on
not.
anything?
No, I don't go 100 for anything, really.
Would you tolerate a person that's this obsessed that has a vision?
See, now that's where I may, because that's cool. It's like someone's like, they have a vision and they want to execute the vision perfectly. But at the same time, like, I guess there is a point where someone is too obsessed and it kind of gets in the way of everyone else.
I felt annoyed at one point, especially for poor Alvin.
Oh yeah.
You can count probably how many times that man's name was said in the movie, bro.
He yelled it. Did you have any favorite scenes?
Favorite scenes? Damn. I actually texted you this.
Yeah.
So although there was multiple favorite scenes, I texted him a picture of him in a coffin. He's just like,
yeah, he's like just staring at the camera.
So that I laughed out loud. I LOL'd. But my other favorite scene, which definitely describes the character, but also his brilliantness, is when Albin and I think the other producer were drinking.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was gonna say that too.
He catches a bat and he starts eating it, and they're like, oh, okay.
Like how drunk do you have to be to not
freak out after that? Yeah,
right.
They're kind of like, oh, we were drunk. Like, don't worry about it. It's a clear sign of vampirism.
I seem to remember I was never able to.
Then how did you become a vampire?
It was woman.
No, we're getting somewhere.
He just grabs a fucking bat out of nowhere and just eats it. But along with that scene, I like his vision or his description of Dracula, because I think he was given that material.
Max Schreck in the movie was given the Dracula book to read.
Yeah, and I feel like he related to that.
Yeah, he was kind of comparing. He was like kind of remembering himself too, is what I kind of gathered from that too. Like he was remembering like who he was almost as a person, or like maybe he's been sleeping in that castle for like how many years, and he kind of remembers like, oh shoot, yeah, like.
Did he say how old he was? He said he knew Plato.
Oh wow. So he's like, yeah, he's really old.
Or he knew some philosopher or something.
Yeah.
He was like, I knew him.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, they're asking how he turned into a vampire. He's like, oh, it was a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was like kind of remembering his kind of past too, which I like that scene a lot. Is like kind of describing himself.
Was that your favorite scene?
It was one of my favorite scenes. I think the other one was when they were reading the contract, when he was reading the contract and he's making the faces. He's like, and then the dude. Oh, I think it was a separate scene, but there's a scene where they're having dinner, and then they're kind of like looking at each other, like Nosferatu and then the other guy, the real estate guy, and then he gets bread, and he's like cutting the bread, and then the director kind of like freaks him out, like scares him a little bit, so then he accidentally cuts his finger, so you got the blood coming out of the finger, and Nosferatu like freaking
just freaking jumps on him.
Goes for it.
My other like little mini scene was when he unlocked the locket. He was like, "Whoa! Good bosom."
Yeah.
So clearly, this vampire has some sense of humor, which is just hilarious.
That's kind of a lot of the movie they sprinkle in that humor along with kind of like almost a horror aspect to it. Mm-hmm. It didn't feel like horror. Really.
It really didn't.
Like I don't know. To me, it was like very campy, and it kind of was. It filled its own niche. That's why I like it a lot. Mm-hmm. I mean, just to add on to like that realism aspect that the director's going for. I mean, like he was kind of going into more of like almost like a documentary style kind of a thing instead of like the movie, like Nosferatu movie. Mm-hmm. So it felt like he was in a way playing God by like trying to manipulate this vampire to do.
Yep.
To be a part of like the script and to do what he wanted to do for the Nosferatu movie. And we know how that goes. When you try to control things that you can't control.
He even went to the extreme and drugged Greta.
Yeah.
To like...
Gave her morphine.
All right,
and
freaking
like,
Max Schreck, go ahead.
Yeah.
It's all yours. I was like, what? Because I think in the current Nosferatu, it was more of a volunteer type shit.
Yeah, where...
that was more of a love scene.
Or not Amber Rose. What's her name? The actress. I forget the actress' name.
Willem, Johnny Depp's daughter?
Yeah, Amber Rose and Johnny Depp's daughter. She plays Greta.
Greta? Is it Greta?
I don't know if it's Greta in the movie, but yeah, she like kind of volunteers. She's like, okay,
I'll do it.
But I'll kill him in the most intimate way possible. So how would you rate this movie?
although it's a good movie, actually, you go first. I went first the last time. Let's give you.
Right.
I want to.
Fair enough. I'm coming out very strong here. I love this movie a lot. I give it a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10 spotlights?
9 spotlights out of 10. Only one is out. One popped because it was such a great movie that you had to give it a 9 out of 10. I want more of this.
You want more of
my
that?
wife said she just wanted more. That's kind of how I felt too. It's like,
Yeah.
like it did feel a little condensed at some point where it was like, okay, they're filming the movie, like they're getting through all the scenes, that's it. So that's the only reason I give it a 9 out of 10, because otherwise it was amazing. I loved it.
So don't hate me, Owen. I'm actually gonna give this one. I'm gonna give it a lower score. Although I love the movie, it was not the performance that I was hoping to see. So I'm still waiting for that. That
10 out of 10 kind of.
that 10 out of 10 Green Goblin role. I know there's
Yeah.
another one out there.
Yeah.
And I'm still holding that 10 out of 10 spot. So for Shadow of the Vampire, I'm gonna give the movie 7.5. 7.5 out of 10 spotlights
All right.
for this movie.
There you go.
It's a good one. It's a rewatchable one. I enjoyed myself watching it. It was funny. I chuckled. And same with the points you did. You know, it's very what'd you say? Condensed? No.
Yeah. It's a little like it has an aesthetic for me. It fills a niche for me. Yeah.
But yeah. How would you rate Willem Dafoe's performance?
Ooh, that. I would give that a solid 9 out of 10 as well. I feel
9
like
out of 10?
it was a great performance by Willem Dafoe. Great prosthetics and makeup. He really nailed like the facial expressions. I thought he was like it was comical. Like
He's just ugly.
this old freaking vampire. He looked like he was a vampire that woke up from hundreds of years of sleep, and he's just thrown into this movie. Like, he's just trying to figure it out. Like it's so funny.
Yeah, dude. I give it a 8.5. His
performance. Okay. Yeah, it does get better. There are better Willem Dafoe performances. This is, for me and for you, a little bit less so, one of the top ones, but it does get better. So just to read off some of the scores of the movie online, IMDb gives it a 6.9 out of 10.
6.9?
That's it, just a 6.9 out of 10.
Wow, that's crazy. And what about that popcorn meter?
So Rotten Tomatoes gives it, the critics give it an 82 out of 100, and the audience gives it a 74 out of 100.
74?
Which, in this case, I would say with like campy movies, like with the cult classic type movies, it tends to be like pretty divided. Like people who love it really love it, and people who think it's okay, which reflect in the scores.
Yeah. Can't really do nothing. Yeah,
I mean, it's just a personal taste at that point. But if you're anything like me, which maybe as you watch these Willem Dafoe movies, you'll kind of see whose taste you align more with. Maybe you'll love this movie.
Is this your first time watching it?
This is my first time watching it. First and second time watching it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was my first time as well. So, again, very enjoyable. Would you recommend this movie to somebody else, a friend?
Yeah, I would recommend this movie.
I would as well, too. It has a... it
has a vibe to it.
It has a vibe. It definitely. Yeah. I adore 2000s movies, and I'm hoping we would add more, for our future seasons. But I think that might close it up for today's episode.
Yeah, for Shadow of the Vampire, next week's episode will be The Life Aquatic with Steve.
Life Aquatic with Steve. When did this come out?
Came out in 2004, and this is another, I think this is a well-received one as well.
Yeah.
So I think we'll be pleasantly surprised. I think this is a Wes Anderson film.
Oh, it is. I think it is.
Yeah. So I love Wes Anderson. He has his niche and his kind of aesthetic, so...
Yeah, very good.
Possibly another great one. Possibly another 9 out of 10. Or higher, we'll see.
Who knows? But what's up?
Gotta tune in next week and find out.
Yeah, gotta tune in next week. And if you guys want to go ahead and watch the movie, go ahead and do so. So that way you can also have a discussion with us in the comments. And I think with that, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. As always, go ahead and subscribe, follow, rate the podcast. We are now on Spotify and YouTube at the moment. So go ahead and show us your support. Put in the comments any suggestions, any comments. Whose take do you like more, mine's or Owen's? Yeah, I really appreciate you guys. And I'll see you guys next time. This has been Below the Spotlight.
Spotlight.
Bye.